Here's how you can use the concat function to combine 2 or more columns in Excel. So in this example, I have a first name and a last name. Let's say I wanted to combine them to build a username. Well, here's how I would do it. I would select the first cell, type equals, type concat. Now, bear in mind, there's a concatenate, but I don't recommend you use that because that function is going to go away with time. So select concat, open parentheses. It says text1. So I'm going to do, okay, $C, cell 2. It's going to select the first name. Then notice that there's a comma and a ... That means it allows multiple arguments here, as many as you want. So I'm going to do a comma, and then I'm going to write $D2. And I'm going to close parentheses. Note that this creates the combination of both. I can drag down and just have this automatically populate for all of these. Keep in mind, I can also do whatever I want in this formula. So for example, in the middle, if I wanted to, even though it makes no sense, I could put an underscore here and put a comma. Look at this formula. Press enter, and then it combines them with an underscore in between. So now what if I wanted this to actually follow a given naming convention? First letter of the first name, full last name, all in lowercase. That should be the username. So how do we do that? Well, let's edit our formula up here. Let's edit how we're using this function. C2, D2. Well, let's start by getting rid of the underscore because that's not what we want. Press enter. Drag down. Okay, that's fine. But now we have to reduce some of the characters in the first name. Let's start with that. So the formula left is very useful for this. If we start typing it, notice how it says returns the specified number of characters from the start of the text string, right? And that the first parameter of this is the text. So in this case, C2 is the text. We can actually leave it here. That's perfect. But then how many characters do you want from the left, as the name suggests? Okay, we're going to want 1. And we're going to press enter. You'll notice only the first character survived. Of course, if I change this to 2, you're going to have 2 characters. You see where it's going, right? And if I did right, it would get the 2 characters from the end, from the right side, as the name suggests, as you're seeing here. Okay, but that's not what we want. We want the first character. So let's go back to left. And I'm going to tell it to go just 1. Perfect. That's what we want right here. Okay, I'm going to delete these for now so they don't distract us. Delete. Okay, so this is actually the entire formula already. The only thing that's missing is the lowercase. Well, as the name implies, you can literally just type lower. And lower is a function that converts all letters in a text string to lowercase. Cool. And what does it want? Just the text. Okay, so I'm going to close parentheses, press enter. There you go. You have your username. Okay. Now, let's say you wanted to take this further. Let's say you wanted to also build the email address that they're going to have within your company. Well, you can create an email column. And let's use concat again, right? Because on the left, you have a username. If your username is going to be used also in the company email, you can use the same formula here to build the email. And I'll show you how. So I'm going to do equals concat, open parentheses, text1. What's it going to be? It's going to be B2, right? Comma. And then instead of a cell reference, I'm just going to put a literal string, which is with double quotes. And I'm going to add @company.com and then put a double quote again and then close the parentheses and then press enter. You see it built the email. If I drag down, you'll notice it automatically builds them all. And so that's how concat works. Once you know how to use it, it can really save you some time. And in case you're wondering, I could have totally put this code right here into this column if I didn't care about the username. I could just change this to email and then add here another concat, put a comma here, @company.com, close it. There you go. And that would build the email. And I wouldn't need this after all. If you have any questions or comments or requests of functions you'd like me to cover, don't hesitate to reach out.